Hi everyone, welcome to BUS495 Strategic Management. My name is Keith Norden. I'll be your instructor for the next 10 weeks for this course. Um, let's talk about communications first. If you need to ask any questions, if you need to contact me for anything, please feel free to do so at any time. You can reach me at my phone number, which is listed below on the announcements and the welcome. Um, as well as it's under contact information. It's in here several times. You have to look a little bit and you'll find it. Um, Texting me is probably the quickest response you'll have. Phoning me, I'll try to answer, but I can't always guarantee that. But I will return your call if you do call and leave a message. You can always email as well. There's a 24-hour turnaround on the emails. I generally am not checking that all 100% of the time. I'll check it a few times during the day and try to get back to you as soon as possible. Like I said, texting is the quickest response you'll get back from me. Let's see, what this normally is every week I will post a video. It'll be on there by Sunday evening discussing what it is that we're going to be tackling during the week in strategic management. We have some pretty intense stuff in this class. I really enjoy taking a look at this and tell you some of the math that we get into. Quality wise, we'll get into some fun stuff there. Nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing that's difficult in this class. Again, we're just starting to take a good look at various different items that go along with management and how to look forward in the future and make predictions. Um, so that would be the strategy part of trying to develop our ideas, try to develop the best tactics that we can use and when to use them. So really looking forward to our discussions in this class. Looking forward to a lot of the work and reading the papers in this class. They'll be a lot of fun. This class is laid out very simple. If you go to course content by week, you will see 10 folders in there, one for each week. If you'll see that I have put a lot of quotes, one for each week. I do like the quotes. You will find wisdom in everybody else. This first week, week 1, is by Mark Zuckerberg. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking any risks. Risks are, what is risk? Risk means you have the chance of failing, you have a chance of succeeding, and you have a chance of staying the same. You want to either stay the same or you want to improve. You want to improve. You want to make things better. But anytime that we stretch our necks out, every time that we take a chance, a risk to make things better, we also have that same risk of failing and making things worse. That is risk, and we will talk about risk management and strategic management. We will talk about how to increase our odds into making those risks a better opportunity to improve things, have those odds go to our favor to improve things. That's what strategic management is about, increasing the odds and improving things. So, in doing that, let's select week 1 folder, and in the week 1 folder, you will find the readings that I want you to tackle this week. Make sure you have the correct book, Strategic Management 12th edition. Make sure that you have that. There's also PowerPoints each week that I'll have you read. In this case, you have Chapter 1 I want you to read, Strategic Leadership, making the strategy making process for competitive advantage chapter, as well as the PowerPoints Chapter 1 that I want you to read. Make sure you read both the chapter and the PowerPoints before you take the chapter test, which is due at the end of the week. Each week you will have a group of readings, you will have a discussion, you'll have an assignment, and you will have a quiz. 4 things that I typically have you do each week. The discussion this week is introduce yourself, and then we're going to visit the virtual library. You can click a link that I have on there, and I want you to visit the virtual library, and I want you to research an article on strategic management and post it with a brief description of the article. Post a brief description of the article, where you found it, name of it, and so forth. All that is under discussion, so let's take a look at that this week. I will be in there with you. There's also an assignment. I want you to read the closing case on page 36, and I want you to complete the 5 questions on page 37. Please use Microsoft Word. You will need to type the questions followed by the answers. Remember, spelling, punctuation, sentence structure, all counts. Formatting counts. You do not need to do this paper in APA format, but I would like it nice and clean and straightforward. Don't use fancy text. Just use nice, clean academic paper here. Also, my phone number is there if you have any questions. Text me, call me, email, whatever. And then you have your test, like I was saying a minute ago. Those are due at the end of the week. You have 2 chances to take your test. You have 2 attempts that you have, all before this Saturday. So let's make sure that when you take the quiz, if you're happy with your score, great. If you're not happy, you didn't do as good as you think you should have, you can take the quiz immediately again. It is your highest grade that will be recorded between the 2 tests. So each week you'll have those 4 items to do, plus the video that I'm recording right now. We'll do some live sessions throughout this term. If you can make those, that's always great. Those will be worth points for you. So that's something to keep in mind as we move down the road. All right, guys, let's have a great term. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Again, best way to get a hold of me is text. You can email, you can call, do whatever you need to do. All right, guys, let's have a wonderful term. And